chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. You do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Boroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra, when the Siputa, Makamwero Mekanyinaga, Biko Kulien, Okeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo.
Oh, when the Boroku, Makamwero Wangi. Oh, when the Muruchekwa, Makamwero Wewu Biafra.
Biko Kulien, Okeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien, Okeruo. When the Biafra Gideon, Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Ohamadike no na donjon, Umukekweki Heremeyae. Odike, Mbosike Rura Jobalike. Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon M. Epondo Sumudu Srega Baniru na Ebuda. Nebradra Zapa Mayebudo. Ogine. Master Simon Epa, Emesu Wokokwere, Onyendu. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Imokwa Simon Epa Wujie. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Simon Epa Watakata Wo. Ojuda Kwenyi, Mwikwere Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Prime Minister Veronin, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you, The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you're looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Epa, Ogene.
Master Simon Epa, Biko, GC, Kaka, Nobu, Atakata, Kaina, Bogi. Ojuda Bueyi, Kwibolo Yendu, Kine Menata.
I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, Bros, I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back, I will follow you. Prime Minister Veronia, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you. Ohamadike Biafra, Dahi Boroka Biarole. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Biafra Republic Government Awutie. Iye Jamalike Ruo, Commander General Lefwejiri. General Buduso, Zona Atakata Wo. Commander Holy Ghost, Okonyendu Borokunu Nazatata. Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Okeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Okeruo.
Chukwu obi, iwu mfenezi ọdụdụ, udo n'ike n'ime obi, kpakpando na-enye ihe n'ụzọ, tụkwasị Chukwu obi, jisike azụ na ngọngọ, ụzọ gị gbaa ọchịchị, ihe dị ga-edu ndị nwayọ, tụkwasị Chukwu obi. Nnamdi Okwu Kalu, ọramalike ndị Igbo jisike, nwoke jiri ndụ ya wee chacha maka Biafra, wee rọpụtara anyị onye ndu, ihe Simon Ekpa Ọbatobiye.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command.
O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you.
He say, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this very program. This is our weekend program, and I say happy weekend to every one of you that is connecting wherever you are joining us from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, I urge you to please kindly like, subscribe, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you, share on your own platform. Very, very important that we do so, because we can't keep this message to ourselves alone. We know that we don't have a voice in the conventional media. It is only through the social media that we can be able to lay our voice and let the world know what is going on and what we feel. It's only through the social media that we can be able to express ourselves freely. And they are trying to cage us and hold us back so that we do not talk. The only way we can overcome this challenge is by you supporting in sharing. Share the program in any platform that you belong to. Share it on that platform. Click like. When you click like, you are equally inviting somebody. Whether you are joining us from YouTube or you are joining from Facebook, if you are joining from Facebook, equally share. Share on your own platform, share to everyone, and like the video. Very important. For those who are joining us for the very first time, or those who are going to come across this video for the very first time, I want every one of you to know that this very platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic of Exile. A platform that is under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come to this platform to preach hate. We don't come here to attack people. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. We don't come here to preach any falsehood. What we do in this platform is to encourage Biafran people across the world. What we do is to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, the truth and nothing but the truth. What we do is to continue to encourage everyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom, more especially the Biafrans. If you are genuinely seeking for freedom, you must continue to hold on to that freedom. We come here to encourage Biafrans to continue to hold on to their legitimate rights. There are some rights that are legitimate that you must hold dear to your heart. Do not give it up, no matter who is concerned. The right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life. These three rights you must hold dear to your heart while we pursue the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. They are rights that are supported by Chukwu Biafra, supported by international law, supported by African peoples and human rights law, supported by Nigerian law itself. So they are your source of strength. Anybody that talks you out of the right to self-defense, the right to self-determination, and right to life, that person should be your number one enemy, and you must not listen to such people. In this platform, every morning when we come here on YouTube to broadcast, it is always an interactive section. A section where we preach the gospel of Biafra, a section where we communicate with the world, a section where we speak the way it is in our hearts, a section where we allow people to interact, to argue, and to be able to put their words forward. In this very section, you can join us on this very platform to air your opinion. If you are watching me from YouTube, you are free to join me on stage to air your opinion. It is not mandatory that you must use English to communicate, in as much as we know that communication in English is very important for everyone to be carried along. But if you feel you want to speak to your own region, your own locality, as long as you are a Biafran, you are entitled to speak with any Biafran language that you are comfortable with. If you have a message for your region, you want to communicate to your region in a way that they will understand, to capture your audience, I urge you to come up and speak in your own dialect. As long as that dialect is in Biafra land, so long as it's a Biafran dialect, come up and speak with it and talk to your audience. It is allowed in this platform. When we speak about Biafra in this platform, we are talking about the old southeastern region, which comprises of the south-south, the southeast, the lower Benue, and the lower Kogi. If you're from this region, anywhere you are, and your mother is tying two pieces of wrapper, you are a Biafran. You don't need to ask questions. You can continue to deny it forever. You can continue to deny it for all I care. Chukwu and the gods of the land recognize you as a Biafran, and you can't run away from it. The more you continue to run away from it, the more you expose yourself to danger. Fellow Biafran that are watching, when you join us on this platform, all we ask is that you appear decent. We cannot admit you into this platform naked. You cannot appear here naked. You must cover yourself properly for you to be able to join us on this platform. And when you are speaking in this platform, you must make sure that you present your argument in a civil manner. Try as much as you can to be civil. Very, very important. No matter how angry you are, no matter how disappointed you are, no matter how challenged you are, please try as much as possible to be civil so that the world can understand you. The Biafran people can understand you. A lot of people are watching in this platform. The Biafran cabinet are watching. Biafran Government cabinet are watching. Our Prime Minister is watching also. So whatever you say in this video platform will be noted. If it is something that we looked into, it will definitely be looked into. If it's something that is important, I bet you it will be tackled. Use this opportunity and use it wisely. Be civil in your discussion. I am not telling you not to hold on to your opinion. I'm not telling you to be politically correct. I'm not telling you to throw away your idea or whatever. Hold on to it. Be as angry as you can, but do it in a civil manner so that the world can be able to digest what you're saying. I appreciate everyone that has connected this morning, and I thank you, and I say, may Chukwu continue to guide and protect every one of us that has connected. Today, we want to talk about another topic. It is weekend, and while we prepare for this weekend program, we have to look into some issues. You know, after every weekend, we enter into another weekend that belongs to the Biafrans. That is the Monday sit at home. That very Monday is a special day. Monday is a special day for Biafran people. So on getting to that Monday, we have to prepare your mind and prepare your soul for you to know why we are doing what we are doing on Monday. It is for your own benefits. It is for our freedom. And nobody is forcing anybody to do anything. Whatever we are doing on Monday is for our own benefits. It is for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. It's for our freedom. That is the only way we can express ourselves. It is peaceful. We are not telling you to carry arms and go after anybody. Nobody is telling you to go and outside and protest
All that he didn't ask is for you to stay in your home. If you can pray, you pray. If you can meditate, you meditate with your family, and let the world see that we are we do not give an approval to the illegitimate government of Nigeria in Biafran territory. We do not give approval to the continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and other Biafran political prisoners. That is the day we let the whole world know that the delegitimization of Nigerian government is real. It is not just a mere word that we say online. It is real and it is happening. My fellow Biafrans, today the topic I have chosen says, breaking down the struggle, the distraction, deception, and the resistance of Biafrans to Biafra Republic of in Exile Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa on this very struggle. We have to try this morning to look into some breakdown on the struggle. Look at the distractions that we have faced and continue to face up to today. The deceptions that have been coming from all corners and all angles. And the resistance that the Biafran people, you and I, have put forward. The Biafra Republic of Exile have put forward. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, most especially, has put forward to resist every attempt to deceive us or to distract us. My fellow Biafran that are watching, a lot has gone down that some of us and most of us are not paying attention. If you remember where we are coming from and where we started from, it has not been easy. What you are seeing today that is happening did not start today. The restoration of Biafra that we have finally gotten to almost to the end of it did not start today. Our eternal leader, Dean Odumegwu, fought in 1967 up to 1970, 3 good years, to make sure Nigeria become an independent state. He fought with the little resources he has. He started the war without any army, without any equipment. Everything that Biafrans used, we have produced within the time the 3 years war was going on. And within that period, Biafrans did exploit. They did what they had to do. They stood and fought and fought and fought until it was declared no victory over Bush. It was not just between Biafra and Nigeria. The whole world joined Nigeria to go against Biafra. And when I say the whole world, I mean the world powers. They joined Nigeria to make sure that Biafrans are being held down, to make sure that Biafrans do not see the light of the day. This is something that happened. A history that we cannot forget. No matter how they try to hide it and take it away from us, we will never forget. After our eternal leader, Dimo Odumegwu, have fought on his own time, at a point in time, Wazirike rose up to reactivate the Biafran spirit. He did his own part, and he was able to go to an extent, and they stopped him. They stopped him with all the things they have, their propaganda, their blackmail, their distraction, their bribery. Everything was thrown at him. And he was not able to stand, and he fell out. From then onwards, the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, emerged. From the emergence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it became a different ball game. I can say now it's been for past 2 decades or so. It's been for the past 2 decades. It is a very strong battle going on. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started with evangelism, knowing fully well what transpired in 1967. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu studied the Biafran struggle, studied the Biafrans themselves and Nigerian government itself. Studied the manipulation of the world and the war powers and how they try to hold us down. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started with evangelism. He preached and preached and preached. And I bet you Biafrans woke up. Biafrans woke up in anger. And his message did not only stop with the Biafran people, he preached to all the indigenous people in the contraction called Nigeria. His message resonated. The Oduduwa people woke up. The Middle Belt woke up. Even the Hausas woke up. The message was so strong that the zoo could not be able to handle it, and they began to chase Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from pillar to pole. They began to chase Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu began to preach. And because of the call he had, he was preaching fearlessly. Even when he told them he was coming to Nigeria, he did. And he arrived in Nigeria. In 2015, and he was arrested. He was arrested and incarcerated for 2 years. And in 2017, he was released. After his release, he was given so many conditions not to speak about Biafra anymore, not to do this, not to do that, not to do this, not to do that. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, knowing the assignment that he has, could not stop. After his release, he gathered more support. Biafrans knew that he was the man. Biafrans rallied around him. He conducted many visits and rallies while he was in Nigeria on the ground. On the ground, he rallied around Biafrans and he visited many states in Biafra land. In the southeast and his present south, everywhere he was there. And when the zoo saw that the clock is ticking and the end has come, what did they do? They began to manipulate. The British and the Caliphate began to manipulate using the politicians in Biafra land. These politicians came together and they plotted against our Prime Minister, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Sorry. They plotted against our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. In their plot against him, after his release, they called Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for a meeting, just like they are holding meetings now. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu attended the meeting. After the discussion, they were pleading and said they were going for restructuring, that let's Biafrans try restructuring. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told him, I'm not going to drop restructuring. I'm not going to drop my quest for freedom, but at the same time, continue going for your restructuring. If you can be able to give us restructuring, we will present it to the Biafran people. If Biafran people accept restructuring, who am I to stop it? The governor said they are going to go and pursue the restructuring. They are going to go to the presidency. When these politicians left the presence of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they went, and what they did was to connive together and bring Python dance to take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out. After a discussion that was meant to go and meet the so-called presidency and speak on behalf of the Biafran people, to tell them the stance of the Biafran people, what did they bring? Python dance. Of course, you and I know what transpired with Python dance. Many people lost their life. The ones we can be able to mention each time we talk is the 28 men who died in the home of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Jack, the dog, who lost his life in that same process. With so many other people that lost their life within that time of Python dance. The parents of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today lost their life because of that same issue. The pressure and trauma took the life of two parents of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and they were buried the same day. The mother and father were buried the same day. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu narrowly escaped because the target was taken to take him out. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu narrowly escaped. If they had succeeded then, by now, nobody would be talking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The Biafrans would have continued their life and forget. But Chukwu Okike Abiama, who called him, saved his life after he escaped. After a year or so, then we saw him in Israel. From Israel, he made his first broadcast. He continues on what he's doing, began to pursue Biafra, speak on different platforms, and begin to make consultations, and continue the evangelism. Even the evangelism became tougher than it was, greater than it was before. In the present evangelism, it became so obvious that people can no longer be silent. The whole of Biafra land was touched, and every Biafran began to dance to the tune of freedom. It did not stop with the Biafrans. The Middle Belt rose up. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu reached out to them, they made consultation, and they came for alliance. The Oduduwa people also rose up and they came for alliance. The message was massive. The northern part of the zoo, the Hausas, we are gearing up. When the zoo saw that what is coming is heavy, they began to plot. Using these same politicians that we see today that are calling for the release of Mazen Nandekan, they were the ones that were consulted. Most of them even contributed financially. Most of them contributed financially for the kidnap of Mazen Nandekan. They plotted to kidnap him. And because Chukwu Okeke permitted it because he has another plan, Mazen Nandekan have done his evangelism. What they used to hold us down during the Civil War was the media. They caged Biafra. Nobody was knowing what was happening in Biafra land in 1967 to 1970. Nobody knew what was happening. Biafra land was locked down. Nobody was getting information of what was happening anywhere. So Mazen Nandekan started from the media, and he took over the media completely. Mazen Nandekan prepared, everything was prepared, including establishing a security outfit to protect the Biafra people. Preparing to march, but he made it clear that Biafra has no army yet. Mazen Nandekan made it clear that what he has established is a security outfit to protect Biafra territory, because of course you know that an organization cannot be able to run an army. You cannot run an army as an organization. And he made it clear that when the army of Biafra will be rolled out, the whole world will know. He began to prepare. When it became obvious that he's going to give way, he prepared himself. He encouraged us to join him in preparation with the 150 days prayer. Then after the 150 days prayer, we are going to march. Some of us call it a parable. Some of us interpreted it in our own way. But of course, before the ending of the prayer, you saw what happened. Mazen Nandekan was kidnapped in Kenya, where he traveled for his business. Mazen Nandekan was kidnapped. Who were the one who sponsored the kidnap? It was the same people who were whining and dining with Mazen Nandekan. They were the one that sold him out. Sponsored by the same politician he had a meeting with. I have been trying to take out in that. These same politicians you are seeing today that are coming out to discuss and call for his release, they were the one who sponsored the kidnap of Mazen Nandekan. And they kidnapped him. They brought him to Nigeria and they celebrated. They said it's all over. They announced it firstly in Hausa language. They told their people they have captured him, that Biafra is gone. They didn't know what was coming. And those who they have used, the IPOB Nigeria they have used, began to prepare themselves. They began to position themselves. They began to exhaust themselves. In fact, they began to prepare to take away anything that has to do with Mazen Nandekan in that Biafra restoration. They made every kind of move, which the today Prime Minister saw and said, no, it's not going to happen. They consulted our Prime Minister to use him. But the Prime Minister said, no, he's not going to be used. On several occasions, they called him to come and take over. Some group came outside. You know, they enticed him with so many kinds of gifts and so many kinds of promises. He said, no. Mazen Nandekan remain the leader of the struggle. Wherever he is, the most important thing is to make sure that he comes out, and then we continue pursuing the freedom. It is not about your position, who you are. It is about freeing the Biafran people. And he rejected all the offer. And they came against him. There was a campaign against the Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel. I am telling you of where we're coming from. Sometimes it's good we go back to these memories, because there are some people who are not paying attention, who have forgotten. You know, we forget so easily. Mazi Samuel faced different kinds of persecution. All the media warriors who were with the IPOB Nigeria focused, about 500 of them, maybe 5,000 of them recruited against one man. They preached and preached and preached. Some of them were receiving salary just to preach against Mazi Samuel. But Chukwu Okeke, who saw what was going to happen, already ordained him And Mazen Nandekan already have laid a foundation because he also knew what was going to happen, either in one way or the other. And Mazen Samarepa stood his ground. They threw everything at him. I say everything. Everything was thrown at Mazen Samarepa. There is no kind of propaganda they didn't bring. They attacked his business, they attacked his child, they attacked his marriage, they attacked his home. Everything was on the line. But Mazen Samarepa continued to stand the ground. After the kidnapping of Mazen Nandekan, the struggle became so tough that even Biafrans' life became a risk. The IPOB in Nigeria joined them to begin to attack Biafrans because Biafrans were sitting at home to demand for the unconditional release of Mazen Nandekan. The IPOB in Nigeria joined the Nigerian people for acting informant and telling them to arrest and kidnap Biafrans who are demanding for the release of their freedom, for their leader. These are things that happen that most of you have forgotten. Today they come out and tell you don't mind some whatever, but these same people were the people who were supporting the Nigerian government against their own people. Up to the extent of making a broadcast on their so-called Radio Biafra, saying that anybody that sits at home for the leader of Mazen Nandekan is a criminal, telling the government to go after them. These are what they did. They tried everything they can to stop the Biafran people and to stop Mazen Samarepa. Mazen Samarepa was unstoppable. And the Biafran people, he was only encouraging the Biafran people, listening to Biafran people and telling them, answering their questions. He was focused on listening to Biafran people, answering their questions and knowing what they want. And deeply he saw that what the Biafran people wanted is freedom. That's all they asked for. They want freedom. They want Mazen Nandekan to be free. And they have chosen within themselves that the only way they can air their opinion, because they don't have any voice. Biafrans, they don't have voice in the government. They don't have voice in the international community. They don't have voice anywhere. It is within themselves. That is why they chose a peaceful means. They said at home on Monday. But it was attacked. The government came after it. The IPOB Nigeria came after it. The politicians came after it. Everyone was fighting against it, making sure that Mazen Nandekan is forgotten. But Biafra say, oh, it will not happen. I bet you the reason Mazen Nandekan case remains on the front burner, the reason Mazen Nandekan have never ever been forgotten and will never be forgotten, is because of what you and I, the Biafra people, are doing. What the Biafra and the political government in exile have done. Right from the time they were autopilot as an organization and now transformed into a government. Everything they have done is what kept Mazen Nandekan alive, strong and well today. And we will continue to do what we are doing until total freedom is achieved. Until total freedom is achieved. In the era of our Prime Minister Mazen Samarepa, a lot of things have happened. When they saw that Mazen Samarepa is unstoppable, he's committed to restore Biafra, they came with different kind of propaganda. First of all, you still using Biafran people. They use the Biafran people. They use the politicians in Biafra land. The governors, they began to threaten Mazen Samarepa. They began to call embassies. They began to call ambassadors. They began to make contact on how to repatriate Mazen Samarepa. But they didn't know that Chukwu Okike have prepared him long before now. They woke up very late. While they were busy sleeping, Chukwu Okike was equipping Mazen Samarepa on the mission ahead. And some of us who were following him, when Mazen Samarepa was preparing for this warfare that we are in today, when he was preparing, you didn't notice. After the kidnapping of Mazen Nandekan, he took over the mantle and he was broadcasting on his platform. At a stage, we saw Mazen Samarepa changing. Mazen Samarepa was conducting even full Sunday service on his platform, consecrating that platform until that platform became formidable and unstoppable. The platform took over. The platform was having more view than the Radio Biafra that has been for years. Go to Radio Biafra, you won't see anybody. But the platform of our Prime Minister was having 30,000 viewers. at a particular program. People are watching, following across the world. The mantle transfer, the spirit of Biafra possessed him completely. They began to make all kind of move. The more they make move, the more he gets higher. The more they try to stop him, the more stronger he gets. When they tried and tried and tried and tried, they couldn't succeed. They went instead of planting, looking for suicide bombers to go after him. What did they do? What did that they didn't do? At a time came, every one of them, the IPOB Nigeria, the politicians, the newscasters, every one of them, they were calling embassies, calling diplomats, calling foreign affairs ministers to make sure Mazi Simon Ekpa is brought home. And they do it not in the secret, in the open. You see some of them, like the idiot who called himself a human rights activist in Abuja. The one that called himself Ordinary Ahmed. That idiot was calling the Finland ambassador and was insulting them. On call, he was insulting. He was on the front of it, was calling and abusing and insulting the diplomat. Even telling his one Nigerian is not to buy Finland product. Live, on a live program. Someone who called himself a human rights activist. Ask me, what crime has Simon committed? The idiot didn't know that Simon Ekpa did not commit any crime, even though he claimed to be a human rights activist, whom we have seen abusing people in his platform so many times. He has been fingered in abuse in that his so-called human rights platform every minute. But you saw a man who is pursuing a just cause to save life. You began to preach against him. But did they stop him? Of course, they couldn't stop him. The more they try, the more they fail. They met all kinds of threats. And when they did all their threats and they saw that there was no way they can bring myself around, they began to plot the suicide bombing issue and all that. They began to push their propagandas. First of all, they wanted to distract Biafran people, to tell Biafran people how different Mazi Simon Ekpa is from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They wanted to push Mazi Simon Ekpa against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make Biafrans divided. They tried to divide and rule, tried it, it could not work. Because Mazi Simon Ekpa, each time he comes online, up to this minute, he confesses Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as his leader. He has said this several times, that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he has a special place in the Biafran government. But as it stands today, no decision will be taken with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS. Every information coming from the DSS cannot be trusted because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the enemy's territory. He is human. He is human. He is human. At a stage in point in time, there are certain things a human being can be able to endure. So we cannot be able to be putting pressure or expecting him to do anything over there. It is we that are outside that will do something to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that was where our prime minister stood. On that stand, up to this moment, Mazi Simon Ekpa is the director and controller and commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Biafra, directing the affairs of the Biafran government. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB of today. The IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established was hijacked and handed over to the politicians. They handed IPOB over to the politicians, including the ESN that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed. We saw them on video. We saw them when they confessed live. They say they have handed over the ESN to the Southeast governors. But I thank you that just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu predicted and said that when the Biafran army will be unleashed, it should be a different ballgame. We came to an extent where Mazi Simon Ekpa grew and grew and grew and established the Biafran government. And in the area of the government, only a government has the right to operate an army. And because we have a government, we are able to roll out the army of Biafra, well equipped. We were able to roll out the army of Biafra, and today the army of Biafra are standing and defending Biafra territory. They did everything to stop Mazi Simon Ekpa, to distract him. There were so much distraction, there was so much deception. In the struggle, a lot of distraction. Are you talking about the challenges he faced from one group to the other? This group will come and attack him After they go, they dry away, another group will come out. How many groups came after him? For no just cause. Not because he stole anything from them. And each one they come out, they will say, I will expose him, I will expose him. They end up exposing themselves. After exposing themselves, they disappear. Many numerous groups have come out. And each and every one, when they come, they will claim, I will expose him, I will expose him. I have been waiting. I have been waiting to see the exposition. Up to this minute, none of them was able to offer anything. My fellow Biafrans, it is good sometimes we go on these revisions for you to know how much the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon, ever have suffered in this very struggle. For you to know how much the Biafran people have committed to the very struggle. For you to know that there is no going back. For you to know that there is no going back. Just like Mazen Nandekana have always said that there are Biafrans that are unbribable. Those are the ones you see today. Those who are born for this mission, they have arrived. It does not matter your blackmail, your propaganda. It doesn't matter what you're saying. They don't want to hear. The Biafrans we have today are those who are focused and they know where they're headed. They know what they want. Your propaganda and blackmail cannot stop them. You can't. No matter how you try, you cannot. When you see the deception that has happened in the past, if you look at where we are coming from, there are so many things that happened against our Prime Minister that some of you are not hearing. You can't even hear. The deception, the confusion, the attack was so much. But our Prime Minister stood his ground. Even when they tried to deceive our Prime Minister through letters from the DSS. When they tried to deceive him and push him against Mazen Nandekano, he remains consistent. He said, Mazen Nandekano is my leader, but I cannot take an order in enemy's territory. When he comes out, his position is there for him. They push different kinds of buttons, even through the lawyers, through the trusted lawyers. But Mazen Samonepa remains unbreakable. Just like Mazen Nandekano prayed and said, I need the men with the heart of steel. If you have not seen any, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Samonepa, is one of them. A man with a heart of steel, who knows what he wants and he focused on getting it. I want to share with you a very important video. This video is going to explain a lot in regards to what I have been saying. In regard to the distractions, the deceptions, the struggle, and things have gone down that you don't know about. I want you to pay attention to this very video I'm about to play. Let us watch it carefully from the beginning to the end. Then we will come back and continue on this message. Watch this video. It's going to teach you a lot of things.
Nnamdi Kanu issue there's been a lot of discussion of late and it's popping up in the news here and there. Is that any reason to suggest that we are inching closer to his release?
Yes, of course. I want to start by saying that Nnamdi Kanu never begged for settlement because in that there is no charge against him, in quotes. But after revealing some facts, after revealing some circumstances and some happenings, and in line with the Supreme Court admonition, in the judgment, the Supreme Court advised that this matter can be settled through political means. Also, in exercising her rights under Section 17 of Federal High Court Act, the judge also advised that we can initiate the settlement. So we advised our client in line with that, considering the fact that on his own, IPOB is a human rights organization fighting for self-determination. Now, taking advantage of the fact that he has not been around, some people have decided to use the name to do some other things. And if you recall, that was in February when I traveled to Europe. So he instructed that I should try to see Simon Ekpa.
Who's in Finland, I think it
Yes,
was.
Finland, that I should go to Finland to see Simon Ekpa, and I should advise him. You know, remember that he has written with his handwriting. So Simon Ekpa said he wrote that thing with AK-47 on his head, that you can only believe if Nnamdi Kanu is out. So after my program, I contacted him. I said, please, I want to come and see you. How do I get across to you? He said, where am I? I said, I'm in Germany. He said, okay, that I should go to Belgium and wait for him. I traveled to Belgium. I waited for him for 2 days. He said, let us talk on phone. I said, now, you are a leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, whom you called your leader, said that he's not happy with you. I marshal out some points. Paramount among them is the economy in the Southeast in particular, and Nigeria as a whole, and the killings. So he said he disagreed with me, that Nnamdi Kanu did not send me, that I fabricated this story. So now I came back, I visited Nnamdi Kanu. I said, the young man said, except we are out, that's when he will believe you. So, and some other issues, going also by what the court has hinted, let it not be as if we don't want peace. Then also, Nnamdi Kanu also revealed that he will not get justice in Nigerian court. Yes. I left him yesterday around, I think around after 5. He has never missed words in saying that. He said that he will never get justice in Nigerian court. 2, that if Nigerian court even granted him, release him, the federal government of Nigeria will disobey. They have done it the first one, they have done it the second one, they have done it the third one. So that he has lost confidence in Nigerian judiciary. You are asking me the reasons why he decided to go in this manner. So also the killings in the Southeast is one of the things that is even breaking him down. Because he only, he has no access to radio, no telephone, no news, no newspaper, no television. So we only visit him, tell him the happenings that is going around. And the thing is really affecting him. Not even his incarceration. Because freedom, you don't get freedom on a platter of gold. Even the America you are enjoying today, UK you are enjoying today, people fought for it, people died for it, people suffered for it, even South Africa. And if you watch those freedom fighters, none of them spend anything less than 20 years incarceration. That one is not even bothering him. Because these are the hazard. These are the issues you see in fighting for rights. So liberty is not.
Thank you for watching this I hope you have learned a lot from this very video I played. There are a lot of lessons to learn in that very video I just played. One of the important things you will learn in that video I have played is that the effort they have made to distract Mazi Simon Ekpa from the restoration of Biafra. Even when Mazi Simon Ekpa have rejected the issue of the letter that they wrote and told them that he will not listen to anybody until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes himself, they thought he was joking. When we talk about consistency and a man that knows what he wants, we have gotten that man. Every effort that was made to make him change his mind, he stood on his ground. Remember, consistency is the key. That is the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I tell people, don't expect any new message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu than what he has told us before. The leader of the Amazonian people told us this earlier beforehand. At the very first week Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. When the DOS was running right, left, and center and speaking from one side of their mouth and saying saying they are waiting for the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When they invited him in their program, he told them in their program. When the DOS invited the leader of the Amazonian people in their radio Nigeria that they call Radio Biafra, he told them Why are you still waiting for Mazen Nandekan to speak to you from the DSS? He has told you everything he needs to tell you. Why are you still hoping on that? Why are you still waiting? It is your responsibility to free your leader, and you must do everything humanly possible to free him. And he told them, why do you believe in the court of your enemy? What makes you think you can get Chelsea the court of your enemy? And they never listened. Instead, they tried to throw it back at him and they asked him, what are you doing to free your own leader? And the man told them that the freedom of the Amazonian people will be the freedom of their leader. When Amazonia is free, their leader is going to be free. That word is deep. For those who understand, Mazen Nandekano understands very well what it takes to be free. If you listen to this very man on the ending of his message, he was talking about what it entails, what it takes to be free, and what a freedom fighter should expect. Mazen Nandekano is aware that the restoration of the independent state of Biafra entails a lot. It's going to take a lot. He knows very well. And even these people who are distractors know. But the most knowledge is coming from the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, who will not be distracted with anything. It does not matter what you throw at him. You cannot distract him. This is one of the reasons why I love Master Samuel so much. Very, very focused, consistent in his action. His resistance is top-notch. Look at how far they went. He said Mazen Nandekano sent him to go and meet Master Samuel in Finland. He got to Europe and he called. Master Samuel told him to come to Belgium. On getting to Belgium, Master Samuel told him, let's talk on phone. And the rest is history. We cannot make mistake twice. Just like Master Samuel has said, in this struggle, you don't have a special enemy and a special friend. The only thing that unites us together is this struggle. And you must be very careful in everything you are doing. Our enemies are coming in different shape and color. The case of Mazen Nandekano is a lesson to every one of us, and we don't have to be playing with our lives. We don't fight to die. A brave soldier fights, run away to fight again next time. We have learned in a hard way, and we learned well. From that meeting, on that very first part, you saw the move they made. Master Simon stood his ground and he told them, the only condition is to release Mazen Nandekano, and Mazen Nandekano personally will come and speak to him. There is no message you can bring from the DSS. You know, when Master Simon said it, they thought it was a joke. When he said it, they thought that maybe it's just for the camera or for the media. If this man did not make this confession, you wouldn't know that so many other moves have been made. There are even some moves that cannot be said online that have been made to distract Mazen Simon, to stop him from the pursuit of the freedom of the Biafran people. But he has remained consistent and focused on that pursuit. Interest of all the Biafran people, and that is why he said it is Biafra first. Mazen Nandekano himself gave a message and said that nobody is bigger than Biafra. Mazen Nandekano said that nobody's life is bigger than Biafra. He used his own self as an example and said that if it is his life that will bring Biafra, so be it. But today, some of us are getting distracted and deceived by little things that are thrown at them. You don't know what the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria is facing. You don't know what he's going through. So many of us do not know what he's going through. You don't know the hurdles he has to pass every day, spiritually and physically. You don't know the attacks that is coming from internationally and locally. But at the end of the day, this is a man who has given everything up. Master Simon today has given everything in him and is ready to put his life on the line. He is already putting his life on the line as we speak. The only thing you can do if a Biafran is going to pray with him. Pray for him. Stand with him. The best way you can. Just like the same way he stood for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The same way he is standing for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He has never, ever denied Mazen Nnamdi Kanu his leadership in the restoration of Biafra. He has always addressed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as my leader. He has always said it, that when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu regains his freedom, his position is there waiting for him. It is not something that is being competed. Every one of us must not be carried away with emotions. You must learn to be fearless in the face of your enemy. Just like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, we will learn to be fearless. Be consistent and logical in everything you do. It cannot happen to us again. We have made the mistake the first time. It will never repeat itself again. And you hear the man saying there that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has said that he will not get justice in Nigerian court. We sing it like music every day, but at the same time, people don't believe us. They think we are making it up. This is why we always say that the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the Biafran people. And today, the massive response in the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is because of what you, the Biafran people, are doing. It is because of what the Biafran government, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Oputubi of Biafra land, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, because of what he's doing with the Biafran people, that is why all mouth is speaking about the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Everyone is joining their force and they are calling for the freedom of Mazen. Nothing else. There is nothing else. If not for that, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu would have become history. Every one of you know what Nigeria is. Some of you, when you talk as if you don't know Nigeria. When I see some mature men talking, they talk as if they don't know. Nigeria don't care about you. They can do and not do. They can throw you away. They have melted so many people. They have done away with so many people. They did that to Abiola. They did that to Kinsara Owiwa. So many people, they have taken their life out and nobody could cope. As soon as the person is gone, that is the end of it. Nigerians will move on with them. Do you still remember Obadiah Melafia? Do you still remember Obadiah Melafia, who was speaking out very vocal in what is happening in Nigeria, in the Fulani attack in Nigerians? How many of you remember Obadiah Melafia? How many of you remember Melafia again? Nobody. Nobody is talking about him. Obadiah Melafia. Nobody is talking about him anymore. They took him out. The only reason Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is standing tall is because Chukwu Okeke anointed him and gave him somebody who is going to make sure that Nigeria will see hell if they disobey and touch his life. And the fear of Mazen Simon Ekpa is the life of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The fear of Mazen Simon Ekpa is the lifeline of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and he knows it very well. That is why even when they go underground to try to make Mazen Nnamdi Kanu castigate Mazen Simon Ekpa to make him speak, he wouldn't do such. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a very, very intelligent man. He knows better than what you don't know is bigger than you. When Mazen Simon Ekpa use that word, what you don't know is bigger than you. You think it's just to entertain you. It is not. That word is deep. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu knows a lot of things. He knows very well. The IPOB in Nigeria have tried everything to make him speak against the Biafran government or against our Prime Minister, to no avail. Today, you see them fighting themselves, some resigning. Today, they are attacking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu directly. Today, they are the one championing the attack against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Even as the call of the release is going loud, they are not happy. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must know that we have only one hope and one faith. It is the Biafra. Biafra is the only thing that can give us a life. Do not be deceived. There is nothing on the planet Earth that will give you a decent life that you're looking for. good economy you're looking for, security you're looking for, respect you're looking for. You can't get it in anything. One Nigeria can never, it does not want, there is no new Nigeria anywhere. There is no new Nigeria. Not in the next 100 years, you can't find someone. There's not like a new Nigeria that will make you protected. The only thing that can guarantee the freedom of everybody is the disintegration of this ruler rule. And that is where we stand. The disintegration of Nigeria will bring a permanent solution. A permanent solution to save life in Nigeria is disintegration. The North will be on their side. The Southwest will be their side, will do a land. The Middle Belt will be on their own, and Biafrans will be on their own. That is the permanent solution, and that is what we are chasing, and we will get it. If you are a genuine Biafra, don't get distracted with these people who are coming online to talk trash, who are coming online to deceive you and tell you how they are going to conduct revolution. That is what they are doing now. The new distraction now is using the Kenya scenario. They are painting the Kenya scenario in Nigeria. Oh, Kenya have done it. We can do it. We will protest. We will do this. Let us come out and protest. Let us come and do the revolution. You cannot do any of such. If you try it, they will only expose you to danger. You lose your life. At the end of the day, everybody go back to their houses. If you are a Biafran, do not get yourself involved in anything that has to do with Nigeria. Nigerian revolution, Nigerian protest, Nigerian whatever. Don't get involved. It is Biafra. It doesn't matter your tribe, whichever tribe you are, pursue your own tribe. If you're a Ududua person, focus on Ududua people. Join the Ududua group. If you're an Arewa, focus on Arewa. If you're a Middle Belt, focus on Middle Belt. If you get yourself involved in anything called Nigeria, you are not going to see the light of the day. It is not a threat. I am trying to reveal a reality that you are denying. I want to play some of the video that I have found when you see people who are pretending, talking about their revolution, or they're going to do this or do that. These people have nothing to offer. Don't listen to them. These are the one Nigerians. They will distract you, expose you to danger, and they will allow you to your own fate. Let's watch this video.
Let them no worry. One very, very good day, then go see us, we go come out. We go come out for streets. One very good day. I know they talk and say making sweet.
These people should clear the way. Everybody should come out. What nonsense. Everybody should come out. Stop. Don't go to market. What are you going to buy? Don't go to work. What are you working for? What are you working for? What are you working for? Everybody should come out.
In fact, everything human being need to survive on, we are lacking it in this country called Nigeria. It's quite unfortunate to find ourselves in this one chance administration.
One chance administration. It's not renew hope, sir. It's renew hope.
Nothing like renew hope from my observation. My children are hungry. School fees is biting. House rent, no.
It's a hell. If nobody should preach to you there is hellfire. This is hellfire.
Nigeria is hellfire.
Hellfire. There is no way somebody who went through Nigeria or who came and suffer all this evil will come and still want to suffer again in hellfire. This is our hellfire, whereby you don't know.
Are they inside hellfire? As I'm talking to you now, are they inside hellfire? There is nothing like in fact.
And the solution is for him just to resign if he don't know what to do there.
All right, thank you.
It's very simple. It's failure.
Failure.
Failure. Total failure. Collateral damage. That is what we have experienced in this 1 year. It's 1 year of waste. So let us see what the next 1 year will be. It will be of waste too, or it will be of correction.
Is there any way Nigeria can hold them accountable?
If you know nothing to do for this country, maybe just come out packing load. Come on, after no vote for them. Come on, fast rock. After no vote for them. If I meet them for that rock, you don't like me. In this country on a daily basis. So Tinubu, for me, I advise him to resign and leave the office. Yes, if he should.
Are you seeing that the possibility of that?
Nigerian politicians, I know they don't do that. They don't have conscience and their integrity.
This time around, Nigeria no soft.
Nigeria no soft.
No soft at all. You know, it's just the manage.
And if you put a greedy man in a position, though he has no solution to the problem, but he will not agree that he doesn't have solution to the problem. But if it is a man that come to probably benefit the nation or an individual case to benefit you, if you know he say I don't want you, he will leave.
because he knows that he's not coming to gain anything, but he's coming to help you. So if you don't want him to help you, he will leave. But in Nigeria's own case, reverse is the case. You see people struggling, fighting, killing, doing all manners of things to get into power. Why? For what? Okay, you have succeeded in rigging yourself into power. You have no solution to the economic problem of this country. You go to the market today, you see a different price. You go tomorrow, you see a different price. And you are talking of a foreign investor who will come and invest in such an economy. As currently in Nigeria is that you can't plan with it. Even with your current salary, you can't do budget with it. You can't do budget with it. You go to market today, 2,000. You go to market today, 3,500. And even this thing now give room to most of the people that sold communities in the market. Just like the instance of provision, milk and Milo. I went to one supermarket, 3,500. I went to another one, 4,000 naira. They will just wake up and increase the price. Immediately they hear dollar is like, they increase the price. And that is the,
they are scared of
yes.
Uncertainty.
So the only thing that we bring a solution to this problem is that I will not let the military take over. Okay. Because we have seen that every system in Nigeria have failed. We have tested the democracy, we have tested the civilian rules. There is nothing. They have nothing to offer. And I also appeal to the military, if a military wants to take over, let it be people that have a good mind, people that have something to offer. Not that military take over, military and somebody will just come and enter and ruin the country more. So for now, I will appeal to the military of Nigeria to take over this government from this civilian, because you can't be a military personnel and the civilian is misruling the people. We don't have a judiciary system again. Everybody has it.
Because we have people who are so much in love with their stomach. That is stomach infrastructure. Our politicians are very much inclined with their stomach. You don't blame them. They were born, they are children of the system. They were born in poverty. You understand? Their primary aim is to embezzle.
What you just saw here is what a one Nigeria is. What you just saw here is what Nigeria is. A regular one Nigerian is. They don't have any clue on how to solve this problem. When you see them talk, they are talking about things that they know is impossible. This one is talking about the military takeover. The other one is talking about resignation. The other one is talking about protest. These things they are saying, they know it cannot work in the contraption called Nigeria as a structure today. The change that these people now who are one Nigeria, these people that are speaking here, these are the mentality of one, even those ones who claim to be elite, the same manner these people are thinking, that's how all of them are thinking. And it is this kind of speech you continue to hear everywhere you go. And now I want to show you another version of Nigeria. There is another version of Nigeria that you see, that in Kenya, that you see Kenya, they came out, everyone came out and they are pursuing one goal. But in Nigeria, you cannot get such kind of thing. To show you how divided the zoological republic called Nigeria is, I want to show you another version, another terrible version. This version now are the ones who are those they don't have a solution, they don't know what it is, they know the problem, they know there's a problem, but they don't have solution. They are the ones I just played now. Now let me show you another part of them. Another serious, another very bad section of that very contraption. Let us watch this section and see what they have to say.
The man is doing well.
You need to protest.
No need to protest.
Tinubu is doing well, sir.
Yes. So, how much is right now?
Be patient with the young man.
Who is the young man here?
Our president.
Tinubu is
Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's a man. He's vibrant. He's working. The wrong that have been done for the past years, you can't expect him to perform magic within just by night, so that in the morning everything will be okay, everything will be normalized. No, it's not normal. You have to give him time, put things in.
Tinubu, after 8 years.
You will know after in 8 years.
After 4 years, you see the difference. Then you make 8 years, you make 4 years, you see the difference.
So you will still vote Tinubu next election.
Who I will vote? Who I will vote?
You will vote him.
Who I will vote? Who? Is it Obi or Atiku? I can't do that now. I can't do that kind of mistake. And I will never do that kind of mistake.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. As I want to say that all the ones that support Jakaba is a good man.
All right, sir. So you support?
Very much. I think Kenya and Nigeria, there's a big difference. Number one, the population of Kenya and Nigeria are not the same. Number two, the tribalism that is in Kenya and Nigeria is not the same.
Like, you know, the Acts B was being cancelled. The government retrieved it from the council. Now, the Kenya youth want the president to resign. And Nigeria said we are also passing through the hardest time. Nigeria is like a living hell. So, people want to know who out of the office, want to hear your reaction. Should what is happening in Kenya happen in Nigeria?
No, it's not advisable. We should just try and be patient with the young man.
Who is the young man here?
Our president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's a man, he's vibrant, he's working. The wrong that have been done for the past years, you can't expect him to perform magic within just by night so that in the morning everything will be okay, everything will be normalized. No, it's not normal. You have to give him time, put things in place. I think there is this young man, what was his name? What is the name of that man? That said everything is going okay, even our former president, Goodluck Jonathan, he even made speech last week. He said that we should give the young man time, that he's putting things in place. He's somebody like Goodluck Jonathan, and the Goodluck Jonathan is a respected man in Nigeria, and you know that. If he have seen something, period before this time, he has not been in support of this young man. But there is something that he saw, there is something that he's seen, that made him to come out on air. There is some Tinubu, yes, he's a man. He's a young man. That's his age. I know he's an old man, but blood is still running in him. His mind is young because he have good agenda for our dear country. You can't expect the young man to perform magic overnight.
You should not protest.
No. You see this hardship in the land now. It's even in the Western world. It's all over the world. It's not only in Nigeria. It's something that is happening globally. It's not only in Nigeria.
We should just give him time.
Just give him time and be patient. And you as a youth, you won't say that maybe things are tough, things are not getting better. You fold your hand and sit down. Look at me here now. It's not even easy with me, but I won't just maybe in the morning and sit down and say, oh, the president should provide this one for me. No, you have to go out and work.
You support?
I say I support the typical Yoruba boy. Another 6 years.
Who is 1 year in office? Is there anything you can say the man has done since he came?
Oh, let me just shock you. Let me shock you. Yeah. Shock you.
What are you enjoying in Nigeria now?
Thank you. We are enjoying a lot of things. Like freedom. We have freedom in Nigeria. We have freedom in Nigeria. Free fuel, free lights. We are enjoying free tax. Nobody is taxing you for anything. Assuming you are an advanced country, now as you are walking up and down, that they will arrest you. You understand? Because you don't have tax. I think you don't have. Tell me the truth. Do you have tax? You have, but yeah, you're enjoying it.
So you are enjoying it?
Yes.
Tinubu is the best.
Oh, best. I'll give you more 6 years. 6 plus 4. How many? Wait. 6 plus 4. How many years? 10 years. Yes.
So I ask you, what is the one thing the man has done?
Oh, let me tell you, the typical Yoruba boy is a correct man for Nigeria. A correct man. Let Obi tell us in really years.
Do you feel the man is competent?
Yes, the man is competent.
In Kenya now.
It's the enemy that pushed him down that day. You want to be the enemy pushing down.
We've seen in Kenya where you came out to protest that.
Can you protest? Can you protest? When they say, come, let's go and protest, your girlfriend now will tell you, no, my honey, he cannot go. No, I don't want to lose you. Your girlfriend will tell you that he will not go out again. The man is doing well. No need to protest.
Tinubu is doing well, sir.
Yes.
So,
how much is fuel now?
So Tinubu.
How much is fuel? As you ask, 750. That is fuel. No, put everything. If you don't put wood, I will arrest you.
All right.
If you don't put
the zoo has fallen. The zoo has fallen. Finally, the zoo has fallen. If you do not know that the zoo has fallen, check around yourself. Check around you.
The zoo has fallen. Just imagine these two videos I played, and you see the kind of people you have in Nigeria that you are hoping to get better tomorrow. Look at the sensibility of people you are dealing with. Is this the kind of people you think that will give you a Nigeria that will be good tomorrow? I am sorry. If you are having such hope, you are having a helpless hope. Wherever you are today, more especially Biafran people, I am very concerned about you. Let us focus on our freedom. Focus on Biafra. Only Biafra can guarantee your safety, guarantee you good economy, guarantee your life, guarantee you a peaceful life. That is the only solution. There is no shortcut, no other two ways about it. And we must focus until Biafra is restored. I thank everyone that has been part of this program from beginning to the end. We are bringing the program to an end. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hanging around with me. Please, if you have not yet shared this video, like and share to all platforms. Like the video, share it to all platforms, share it to everyone you belong, so that people can be able to get this information. The only solution to the problem in the zoo today is Biafra. It is not a selfish pursuit of freedom. It is not out of envy or strife or out of hate. No. Whatever we are doing today in pursuit of Biafra is to save life. It's going to benefit every region. Be on your own. Grow at your own space in your own speed. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of us as Biafrans. Wherever you are watching me from, I pray that Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. Be with you throughout the weekend and give you the strength to stand with us on Monday. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Biafra Republic Government in Exile cabinet. Every cabinet member, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the federal government in the Holy Land. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our army, the Liberation Army of Biafra, the resistant fighters, the strike force, everyone that is fighting for Biafra, the Black Marine. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms, on different occasions. May Chukwu Okike be with them, guide them, protect them, and secure them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Epa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, the Oputobiye of Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect you, secure you, give you more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Continue to protect you. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. No evil shall befall you. You will never dash your foot against a stone. Every pit or hole I have dug for you, they will fall into it. Every evil plan against you, we fail. We commit Mazen Nandekano before Chukwu Okike for divine health, for divine strength, for divine revelation, for divine healing. Wherever Mazen Nandekano is, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Mazen Nandekano will live long. He will be in our midst, and we will celebrate him in his lifetime as a hero. Thank you so much for joining this very program from beginning to the end. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. Wherever the enemies are coming from, wherever they are attacking us from, they will never succeed. I pray that Chukwu Okike will give us the strength and power to overcome at all times. You're welcome, my beloved sister Mary. You're just coming over.
Thank you, brother. You know, I was in the background listening. You understand? Sorry for Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, our leader. Good morning, Itiade Kondo, the dragon. What you know how to do it. And our leader, my darling, I need to laugh. Nigerian Zoo government, oh my God. You know, these young children, sorry, Biafrans, good morning, everyone. We have to love these people because, you know, when you look people who don't have mentality. In short, their brain is not. I'm telling you guys the truth. You will not really blame them. You will blame them too. Because if you see, you yourself, you're saying it. You're in the hell. My God, I don't know. Oh God, I beg. Oh, who do these people this thing now? Who do them this? How can you not even think for one day? If you don't have food to chop, you're crying for food a day, 1 to 2 days, 3 days. You would think I had to be criminal. You would think I had to go and steal. Talk less of. Chai God, oh, Nigeria. Greeting. You are wicked, oh. Chai. My people, I don't know, I'll go broke up this time so that they will know, they will really understand me well. I'm telling you, Nigeria, you are wicked. You guys, you are wicked. In short, not be wickedness. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what they talk out of your. You don't know what they talk come off for your mouth. I'm telling you the truth. You don't know what you're saying. That is why they hide all these things so that international world will not see it. The good luck you're talking about, they call him good luck now. You call him bad luck. The same thing this is always playing. Continue. How? This year, I can imagine, just example, just last year, for Obi, everybody they condemn every week. Oh my God, you cannot even pick sense out of these people. Because continue. That now you will know when you play with brain. This brain we are talking about, where it's like magnet. It's magnet. Your brain, anything you pick, especially when you young, you pick all those rubbish. This is where you learn. This is what you know. In magnet in there. It's difficult, very, very difficult to know to wash. God, I beg you. Since when you born, the same that version where they keep you. Since when you born from your mama belly, now the same condition where they keep you. The same thing where your papa they pass through. And you come out from your house with your sofa. You call Tinubu a young man. Hell, means that young man is older than you now. You see a grand pikin. That guy saying, Tinubu, God, oh. Tinubu.
The guy asked her who they call young man. He said,
oh my God. Do you think this thing are normal? It's not normal. No. So not that normal for them, they brainwash them. Suffering. My people. They change them. They born with it. It's difficult to them to understand what is good and what is bad. Because if international world see this kind of thing they are saying, they will not even take them serious. I'm telling you the truth.
Of course.
Because you are the young one, you are the one who feel this pain. You understand me? You are the person who feel the pain. And you see what is going on. And this animal will give you money, select some kind people, and you accept it. Even they don't give you money. Do you mean you can easily say, oh God, oh my God. Please, my people, we have a long way with this, our children. Believe me. Not before Biafra, where Biafra is restore. Biafra is coming, just 5 months left. You see, imagine this kind of people. Don't you know that we have a lot of job when we declare our nation? You need to build Everywhere we build factory. Even you don't wait for government. We have to build a place where these people will go and learn. When you suffer like to make money for like 1 month, you know real life. You know, because this kind of people, you cannot even tell them to go to school. Believe me, they will fight you. If you even think them, say, oh, you can acquire knowledge somewhere, they will fight you because they cannot think anymore. They have no brain. They have no brain. You can never, I'm telling you guys the truth. These people are not. And that is where Nigeria is so happy. They drive joy into this young soul. Because they know they cannot reason. They don't know how they suffer. They don't even know how this kill everywhere. They don't even know, say them, they are talking, their parents is crying in where they come from because they're now Lagos. Most of them, they come from those places they reject them, those villages, you know. And as they're coming out in that place they call city, the city, they are still dump them inside this, oh God, even the worst. Tell me how they want to imagine this. Eh? You see that big man there? That one where see that like bacteria don't full everywhere. Where big, you know, I don't want to talk about them, I beg. They are so disgusting. Their brain, oh my God, I don't want to say anything. Please don't take my word as wrong. Because I know you have no reason anymore. Nigeria is not a place. Nigeria name is not a land, it's just a name. Sometimes we forgot to call the real because when you provoke, Nigeria is just a name, it's not a land. The name makes you go nuts. Nigeria never be a land, top place of a nation. It's just a name they give to you. These boys turn himself to be the lowest old man and the person where they rule you as your grandfather. Your grandfather. You use them to compare yourself. When you say that boy gets sense, or now waiting they tell him to stay, or you no get eye. Biafra, thank God for Mercy Namdekano. Thank God for Itiare Kondo, the dragon of the house, where they make these people live so that is they don't know left and right. And the confusion from above, that is what it will remain. When they confess to us, we should not be angry, my people. We should not be ever say, oh, we've been doing this because now this is what we've been looking for. They're doing it and hide it. By them coming out to tell you, this is what I've been doing. Are you not happy for it? Did our PM, did Itiare Kondo tell you, in wait for Germany to call, you said this man to, in one see him for Germany. Our leader, the Itiare Kondo, the posh tablet for Nigeria, the vinegar for Nigeria. Did he tell us? Say this idiot. Now him still said that time. Say our leader block him. Itiare Kondo, our prime minister. He block him everywhere. You know, he said it too. The last one now, he said he didn't go there. Go meet and wait for them. So now him be the people where you carry and come to bomb our leader. Itiare Kondo. We tell you that is Biafrans. We never reach you. They are coming, and we need to know. You will not be angry because our leader is touched not. I don't like talking about this. Look at this herb. How do they call those animals where they, you know, that deer, that animal where they walk very slow, where get very long finger, very ugly thing. Very, very ugly thing. Eye of the Sioux government. Ejiofor was the eye. Our leader bring in Ejiofor inside the IPOP. Ejiofor turn to the eye of the Sioux government. Do you know what Ichere Kondo do? It was like this as dragon. Ping. Now what did he do now? He blind am. You know that dragon snake where the name pew. Now what did he do?
Yes, sir.
Since then, your vote on to cripple. In agent thing we don't know. Our PM just they still we just they look at. And now we not said anything. Now only themselves they bring themselves out. That one, all those things. They're going to make you say, oh, why did you do this? Oh, why did they do? No, it makes you strong.
Yes.
It makes you to know Biafra is real. Those people saying those condemned souls, those false souls, like Sioux politician, government in our own land, Biafra land, my precious land. When they gather and vomit what you know yourself, it makes you say, why do you, you see, you have to make you be strong. Without you them saying it, because this one we are not flocking them, but the confusion. They think only God and this may be the power. No, it's not that way. Because nature is the only power you can find in this the whole world. Nature creates you. Nature makes you be who you are. Without nature, you are nothing. When it take it from you, you become empty. Empty as empty. That is what is going on. You don't think power politician of this. No. Even Jesus Christ, you are calling Yeshua Amashiach. He was a freedom fighter. He was a nature. He knows how woman being to live. God give us to make example how humanity is supposed to live. Because he come in form of humanity. Woman, me and you. But the spirit said a lot. What is he finish his own journey to you to see a sample, the good thing of God Almighty. When he passed away, the blood, so that we will learn that we can't share blood anymore. Because blood where you even bigger than any blood we have, that one's so expensive, then you have no right anymore. Do anything. Remember the truth. Don't do what you can't give. Don't do what you cannot give. What Nigerian Sioux government did, and Britain, example, like these children now, they miss their roads. They miss. But our land is so precious. Because God will give us this man called Mercy, our leader. Mercy Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the whole world. To us, as the model life, God knows say this time, this is the end of the time you're talking about. Who will save us? Jesus Christ no go come again because he's the angel, he's the spirit. He will only pass because God Almighty, when you believe that thing where then they call, say, believe in him. And whatever you look for, it doesn't matter what you do. When you believe in him, you will know the truth. Whatever things you do it. And he can't come again. But he comes give another one. How many puzzles there for Bible where God talk to them from wherever our forefathers, where God, they don't see God, oh. But then they tell you, say, Spirit send me message before Jesus Christ. You don't see God. But there is, we call them messenger of God, the Spirit, and apostles. There are many. You know, go see God. They're going to tell you, say, God, Spirit, my Father send me message before the young one as Yeshua Amasha. Now we can't get another one, a messenger from Almighty, His Son. When you people see like some a real Christianity, you will say, the Son of God. Our leader come now and again. God Almighty send them for us. The whole world are trembling. Why can't you see? Make sense. Think, this thing where they read for Bible original. I'm talking about original Bible. I'm not talking about this today own. I'm talking about the real word from heaven, God the Spirit. When he said it, those ones where they listen, where they see it, where they show them, they go put them for by writing. You hear that, and it get respect. Not now, not this time. Bible. The God word still come and manifest in our own life. And you seen all the angel of demon from Britain, from empire of jihad, Muslim jihadists. Those people who doesn't want you to live, they are the agent of demon. Satanic give you, he will take it back. But God give you, he will remain it forever and ever. Make sense out of your senses. See those people who fly like fly, toilet fly. They have nothing to offer to you. Nothing. Nothing. Because Britain is falling. Britain is falling. Empire of jihad is falling. They will be so desperate. They will be so miserable because of Biafrans. Biafran is coming. No man can stop it. Oh. Nobody born a woman and man. No man. Not even me, as I said it. No. Because I'm only saying the word where God Almighty. Not be me give a word for my mouth. Not be me. I only say a word and I can't stop it. Because any woman been do it, you die. No be say na me talk amo. That's all you be. When you try to stop Biafrans, when you stop to bring enmity, when you start to bring confusion, think you know more than everything, but you can't know more than spirit. No. Because he created that land. He created the people where they inside. And they be suffering for long time because of their mistake. Because of the confusion, what is still going on now, we fall into this mess. And now you know the truth. Why do you want to stand with this demonical, government, Nigerian governors? They kidnap him. They kidnap him. They kidnap their own son just to die Biafra down. They kidnap him for goodness sake. They want to take your land. They want to take your oil. They want to take everything belong to you as a Biafrans. They want to make your name. Britain wants you not to exist. So that there is a way to have oil. Thousand years coming. That is their plan. But God Almighty send His own message from heaven to us. You not go let them go. You go crap it. Very, very strong. Fight with all what you can. As long you're fighting for truth, it doesn't matter what. Anything you know. You say this thing are my own. I want you to fight for me. You will fight it. Even Satan, when you even you, because now one, they are one. But remember what He give it to you. What He give it to you, He will take it back. But when you stand with the nature, it will hurt. It will be difficult. Because that is meant to be. But you will take it with very peaceful, where you will enjoy it. Please, my people, sue government and Nigerian, Britain, Muslim, where they here, Islamists, where they here. They are not doing good for you. They can never do good for you. You are talking about Kenya. Kenya, who let them be like that? Is it not our leader? Our leader. He wake up the young soul. They kidnap him from Kenya. Now they pick him up. Then now Britain be the master planner. Britain, UK, Parliament, they are the master planner. The empire of Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, they are the master of planner. And they find tools from Kenya. Britain, you know what you're doing. But we know more than you. God will great us come this world. He know more than you. And you will never have peace. Kenya, face what is coming to you. Face it. Because you deserve it. Yeah? We don't go there. So it's not our own problem. Face your own problem. So what I have to say, please, my people, don't listen to Sue government, Nigerian, Britain. Empire of jihad. When they come our land, they will go and meet heaven. Yes. When you come our land, you go and meet heaven. Even though we know carry God, even though we don't know what you're doing, but God Almighty know what you're doing. When you come, you will pay for it. Before our soldiers will come to meet you, you will pay before them come to see you. You see big difference? Britain, you never win and you will never win. You never win our forefathers. You steal them. You steal them. You know what you steal is not for you. It's not belong to you. A criminal, when you steal, that thing is not belong to you. And he will go back for where he belonged to. You are the evil. You will pay for it. Whosoever say this time around, we, our children, our mother, our father will not have peace. You will not have peace. If you like, be Biafran begin. If you like, be somewhere else. As long, if you be Biafran begin, you will drink that water, will come from that land. You will pay for it. Because Massey Simon Ekpa is no go area. That one we promise you. As you're planning, wait for it. Your children, your wife is coming, oh. Believe me, it's coming. You will never survive. Your generation, you will stay alive. Receive it. We know you need to go this me. You need to go to Obasibu in Amanyetepe. Make go send tangado. So for Madi Biafra, Aboki Bidinam, safe for plan. I say, go me bargain when if Biafra can call mommy to his song. Ama to his song and for boss for him. Mpakero, Abu Papa, Abu look 6 feet. We go send tangado doko. Inemido in Imbre. Mbo netete nyene kai kanyen. Itente mufekwe sesne e barakiro. E kodo basik by song, e kodo basik by young yada kada wane kongo Biafra mi. Mbo. Ekoro monto mike Britain eboke mi momi di onpo iboro. Eboke basie nyini kisi kono ke ikikoto nto mi abase na manyini di eri mboro mi. Britain kana ndi wo nyini kwenge erakera. Eki boy di okoba. Kedo poison. Eki ya mo confuse mu fo ba ke ko ke mo ka me wo nyen. E reject ko de ko ngi abasi pa so da kara. Encourage him po. Ami marry yi. Abori forbid. Give me my song, me my keme kendi do yi bi no. E do yi. E koro mo ya la kada ngwana ko no nyen. E kore ka ka nyen ko le tete nyen. Ya la kada. E ki su ki che ya la kada ida ye Simon e pa ida ye Masina Mbikanu. Ya de me wi Jericho. Adwo dan. Ke ma adwo. Ya ga ba senam senye ke na ma no yo. Ana matupe no Nigeria. Yagaba senam senye ke na ma no fedo. Yagana matupe no Nigeria. Si ayemi yakikpa isongo Biafra da ba keme. Amo ibi ba keme. Me go senta haru. Ke mu fe boy fenikan. Eki kani da ename timpo mufo. Ename no Fulani. Anye dito ntiri mpo. Mpo mu fe kese kono ki mari yi. If no one for safe kemeke kemendiki na one ebe wonke nwa. Because of Britain destroy your friend woman. Who can you return this me? This ain't throwing a woman that can want you fin see back Nigeria. You fin a Britain in a memo. I'm going to only one can make the time come back to Bonodo because I'm nearly word over. They don't have sense. I can't talk to them. I can't. Okay, make it. Because I forbid change you word more. Afobu bon to make him poor me can make him pay. Fulani are very dangerous. All those people talking about our leader, remember this is what they always do. But this time around, he will push them. If you not push them with their children, he will push them with their wives. If you not push them with their going out, he will push them by coming in. Because afuye memfuna no Fulani uka udon afulani uka ukubo nto miki boy di bo mpo idon mo uka idon Britain uka ukubo ibi di bo mpo idon mo. Anywhere you are, you suffer for it because Britain keep you that way. So you have to reject Nigeria, my people. You have to. No one. Ibaga won no more kid. From the beginning to the end, a sample why their children are not suffering like you monkeys. Don't make me miss my word. Why you suffering? You say Nigeria will change. Tinubu begin go come and rule you. Do you know how many children Tinubu have? Do you know any of politician children? They are there, their children are ruling you. You don't know because you don't know any of them. Most of them don't carry 3 grandchildren. If his son rule you, the same thing when the papa they do. How are you going to know? From a year to a year, hospital no day, road no day. You they carry grandpapa cousin na your father. You see Igbo politicians will sell their own son. If it's so easy, if not you sell this man, stop with political solution. Go and say, now this man have to go out. Nothing into. Now we plan them. And Britain. Open your mouth. Don't say bring this kind of, you won't suffer just only in a good luck. You there for the pants, like egg, when they pay you. Ubuari come, the egg turn to fire. Tinubu come, you could jump from fry pan to ashes to fire. Now you don't the born. If you reach 2 years or 1 year and 6 months or nearly to 2 years, are you not going to turn to ashes? You will turn to ashes. Fry pan to fire. Good luck was bad luck. Now Obuari was the one where one can't save heaven. He died. They bring impost to come. Britain no fit open their mouth say now ghost rule Nigeria. Queen Elizabeth died, then bury am. The man will colonize you people, the woman, or a man, whosoever they call them, Empire of Jihad of Britain. Sorry, my brother, beg. Vote. Vote. No listen for Sue government Nigeria. Don't listen to any of them. Propaganda must come out. This time around is very dangerous. Don't listen to any of them. They can say what they like. Takia of Fulani they bring, we understand. It meant to be when you know what you want to collect from evil people. Evil people will collect your precious. You want to fight them face to face. You want to fight them toe to toe. You want to fight them war to war. Defend your life is not a crime. Because Jihad Nigeria is not spare your life. Fund. Make sure you fund Biafrans. Your soldiers. Make sure you love your soldiers. It's your nation. Soldiers of Biafrans. We are fighting war of government to government. Carry that in your mind. You're fighting a war, government to government. It's not a joke. The whole land do it. The whole nation do it before they have their freedom. Your own is not the first one. Mekobodo. Same as Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpanam, you know, forbidden. I don't want to go real. You must do it to you to be a man of your own, to you to be a woman of your own, to you to be a child of your citizen. That is what it means. So you will not say, where the propaganda, where the Sioux government, their children want to turn to the lowest and lowest of sleepers. You think they will allow you just go like that? It will not happen now. Come on. We don't keep hope for these children where their brain don't go nuts. You don't keep hope for, you don't even think of them. When Biafra declare, we build places to them to go there and work. Most of them, they need only hand work. So that those 419 brain, those criminal brain will go out. When you go into your factory, you lock the gate. You don't go out. Talk less of to say, early morning, when you come out 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you don't there for work. How you want to go out? Like Nigerian government, they will come out. Go they do all those kind of rubbish things. No, in Biafra land. 8 o'clock, you're in your workplace. You see all those roads, then go pack them from truck. Go put the one where go do handwork, whatever it is, all the skill you know, you go and there and learn it. Here, if you this kind of time, Sunday, you know, go see road, talk less of to see people. They are resting time. You know, see your Monday, you go see busy. 12 o'clock, everywhere is dry. The road is dry. Everybody are busy. But Nigeria, 247, both with ghosts, both with woman being. Your politician know they tell you, say, when you live there, if you walk, if you use bicycle, drive everywhere. Without no go slow, without nothing, except in the weekend of the day, where we say when you finish for work, you go find traffic along in your express. But Nigeria, motor and woman being they jam together. Woman being and woman being they jam together. God forbid. Don't worry. Very, very soon, you will know how woman being they live. Very soon. Even your baby self, you will not see from 2 years, you will not see it. Where you will tell me to go and lazy and start thinking of rubbish people. Thank you, my people. Vote. Love your nation. Only 5 months remain. 5 months. Tesu government. You know too long again, no? You know to go far before you open your eye. You don't open. Come and penetrate. Vote. Love your nation. Fund Biafrans. Your ID card. Mbo. Make sure for me na me young for. a snake ID card because this afternoon, in short, I don't want to talk of them. But we have a job to do. But not to force them. Just continue giving your word of wisdom. Don't let them confuse you because they has no brain. There is nothing you can do. You can only talk till Biafra declare so that they make sense. When Biafra declare, people like them, you will not see them in the street. Talk less of to go and play person 419. Talk less of to go Yahoo. Go they play people, do block and they steal people money for internet. That is the only thing they keep young ones to. How they call them Yahoo. Press the computer, collect people money from where? Because there is no job. If you don't have job, how are you going to survive? Can you go and tell people where don't do Yahoo, go to different kind of places to make sure say they fulfill those people money? 17, 12 years, they don't have job. They're only criminal people in internet. That is what Nigerians do to you. You don't think of that you can wake up in the morning 6 o'clock and go to the company and work. You know how to press computer. Why your brain no open computer factory or a work for you to go inside company, instead you sit in house and criminal them because they want to spoil your brain. Slavery in this 2024, Nigeria, you are so wicked. If I want, I beg, man, just because my brother, please, my people, thank you very, very, very much. Thank you for this opportunity. We move, vote, and love your nation. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have really done a lot. Even though you came late and the time you came, you spent, it was really amazing. We appreciate you and we thank you for that amazing contribution. Every Biafran, wherever you are, I want you to know that it has all ended. In this time that we are now, it is the time for us to get our freedom. There is nothing left anymore. In case you have forgotten, I want to remind you, it has finished. Just as our sister Mary is saying, every one of us fund Biafra, support the Biafra restoration, do it the best way you can. Whatever contribution you know you can make, please go ahead and make that contribution. The time is now. There is no other way out except through the restoration of the independence of Biafra. The zoo has fallen.
The zoo has fallen. The zoo has fallen. Finally, the zoo has fallen. If you do not know that the zoo has fallen, check around yourself. Check around.